Hey everyone, welcome to Rev Trev NFL. My name is Rev Trev, and I'm so glad you're here because today we are going to be talking about the best division in the NFL, which is the NFC North. You've been hearing me say this for a long time, by the way. There's something on my hat right there. You've been hearing me talk about this is the best division in football, or possibly top two, all off season, as you've been seeing the changes to the Bears, to the Packers, to the Lions, just both being solid there. And I didn't believe in Minnesota. In fact, nobody did. They have definitely been the surprise of the NFL for sure. There's been no doubt about it. Okay, everyone, absolutely no doubt about it. The NFC North is the best division in the NFL. Tell me in the comments if you think that anyone else is better. Any four teams are better in the NFL right now going into week 7. I don't think you can find another division. In fact, we're going to go through every single team, each one, why they've won, where they're at in the standings, all that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna talk about the future. We're gonna talk about the future, like what's gonna happen coming up, because this division is going to be a bloodbath. It's not only is every division have rivalries, but this one has long-standing rivalries, and that's where we're at. I'm excited to watch these divisional games. Cannot wait for them to start. And it starts this week. We're going to dive into that for sure. But before we dive into it, just a reminder, the Vikings are undefeated, 5-0. The Lions are 4-1. The Bears are 4-2, and the Packers are 4-2. So as we dive into this, everyone, as we dive in, this is kind of shocking. I mean, number one is the most shocking, right? Let's just talk about that real quick. Actually, before I do that, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit all over the place right now. I want to dive into I just want to see, is there any other division in football that is better than us? Nope. Okay, East, absolutely not, with the Giants there. The Rams, no. Look at this division. Nope. The South is terrible. Let's go to the AFC. Bills, Jets play tonight. No, that's terrible. AFC West is terrible. Well, not actually. AFC West is the only one that's close, in my opinion. Yep, that's the only one. Can you believe it? AFC West and NFC North are the only ones. I thought it was going to be the AFC North. The Bengals are atrocious. The Browns are even worse. That is some bad. Look at how bad the AFC South is, everyone. The Titans 1-4, the Jags 1-5. Side note: Bears have beaten 2 of those teams. Actually, they've beaten all 3 of those teams. Have they? No, they lost to the Colts. Okay, so this is up, so you can't even see that. That doesn't help you at all. So the bottom there. Texans are 5-1, 3-3, 1-4, 1-5. That could be the worst division in football. That is bad. And we play them. So maybe that's why we're good. I don't know. Let's dive into this just for a moment. No, that is not a Bears sweatshirt. This is Under Armour. And thanks for being here, Andy. I do want to talk a bit about your podcast, Andy. So I'm glad that you're here. Just a heads up, everyone, when it comes to this content, we have been saying all offseason on NFL Outdated Freezing 4 podcast. It's the NFC North Freezing 4 podcast. Wednesday nights on YouTube. Check it out for sure. So just follow NFL Outdated. Okay. We've been talking about this is the best division of football. And we're right. We're right. Now, we were wrong on the the Minnesota Vikings. So let's first of all talk about the Vikings. I just want to stop before everyone says, Rev Trev, you were wrong. I had predicted the Vikings were going to go 1-7. Okay. By their let's bring this down. This is insane, guys and girls. Look at this. I'm going to bring up the Vikings schedule right here. When you look at this, okay, I predicted that the Vikings were going to be 1-7 to start the season. I said we were going to beat the Giants and then they're going to lose 7 in a row. I did not see them beating the San Francisco 49ers. I did not see them beating Houston. I did not see them beating Green Bay in Green Bay. The Jets was a close one, depending on who was the starting quarterback, all those kind of things, right? I still thought the Jets were going to win that game. In fact, the Jets gave them a run for their money, if we're honest. And then I didn't think there was going to be any way they were going to beat Detroit or the Rams because I thought Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua were going to be playing. The Minnesota Vikings has surprised everyone. So all of you people that are like, Rev Trev, you were wrong. You were out to lunch with the Minnesota Vikings. Literally everybody was out to lunch. Nobody thought they were going to be 5-0. Nobody thought this defense was going to be as good as they were good. Nobody thought that Sam Darnold was going to be good. Nobody. I don't care if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan or you're a fan of any other team. Nobody, absolutely nobody. So the moment, and I know Shelby's got it. She's like, oh, I've got this Trevor's thing that you guys are going to be 1-7, that we're going to be terrible. You thought you were going to be terrible. In fact, on our show, we couldn't get a Vikings fan all summer. Both Craig and Shelby can't make it because you thought you were going to suck. That's why. So I'm just letting you know, nobody saw this coming. Nobody. Now, here's the wild thing about the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold's been excellent. Your defense has been insane. But you went 3-0 in the preseason, and you've gone 5-0 in the regular season. I know you can't. It's like preseason doesn't matter. Well, apparently in Minnesota, it did. It was an indicator that they were going to be slaying it. And when J.J. McCarthy went down, everyone's like, this is over. Nobody's sitting there going, now you didn't have Hawkinson. You didn't have Addison for much of this season so far. And it's like everything's trending that you guys are going to be 1-7. And guess what? You weren't. You've proved the entire NFL wrong. Me included. But look at this. So we knew, okay, I didn't think the Giants are very good. I didn't think Minnesota was very good. 28-6, that's a blowout. San Fran, they win a close one. Actually, I don't know if those scores are right. I need to check the scores. Let me just clarify that just for a second. Vikings. Is there 2 games that there's 23? Yeah, it is. So Vikings win 23-17 against the Jets and the 49ers. Okay? 49ers. That's wild. 23 points against the San Francisco 49ers, held them to 17 points. You absolutely destroyed the 5-1 Houston Texans. Say what? Nobody saw this coming. I mean, tell me honestly, who predicted this? Nobody. I have been so wrong on Minnesota this year. It's been ridiculous. Now, you are blowing us out. Guys, you are blowing us out against the in the first half was horrific against my Packers. Absolutely horrific for us. Incredible for you as Vikings fans. Listen to me. The Green Bay Packers almost came back and won. In fact, we had a chance to win that game. We should have won. We didn't. I'm still mad about that loss. But the audacity that the Minnesota Vikings fans come in and they pretend like they're the kings. They only beat us by 2. They should have lost that game. They almost lost it. They were awful in the second half. They were incredible in the first half. But you won. But don't pretend like you're so much better than us. Don't pretend like you're easily the best team in football. It's like, you let us score 29. We almost won. And then the Jets. You destroyed the Jets. Very happy you guys were about that, as you're not fans of Aaron Rodgers. And I'm glad that the Packers moved on from Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love is unbelievable. But that was a big win. Those are all big wins. I guess week 1's not a big one. You've had 4 big wins, and then you had your bye week, and then you walk into Detroit without Hutchinson. It's like, really? Okay. Well, I'm not. So who's going to win that? I'm not sure. Okay, let's go to the next ones. Oh, let me see if anyone's commented on that. Oh, Jason's in here. Welcome, buddy. The Vikings will start falling off the radar here soon. They are the Vikings. Well, you might be right, Jason. I don't know. All right, now I'm not voting. I'm not betting against the Vikings much here. I don't know. Let's go to the 4-1 Detroit Lions. Guys, took overtime to beat the Rams. Now they were healthy. They were all healthy. So that's a legitimate win. Legitimate win. Lost to Tampa Bay by 4. I'd predicted that, I believe. Tampa Bay's better than everyone thought. Like, Baker Mayfield's better than everyone said. Whenever people say Baker Mayfield, they think Johnny Manziel. They're not the same. Just because they both played in Cleveland and were high draft picks does not mean anything. Baker Mayfield's an unbelievable quarterback compared to Johnny Manziel. Maybe Johnny Manziel would have been good if he could have stayed off the partying, but that was his MO. So Baker Mayfield's good. So I'll give them a pass on their loss. They only beat Arizona by 7, which is shocking. They hammered Seattle 42 points. Are you kidding me? Usually this is what worries me about the Lions now. The Lions are something else, guys. Because they normally lose to the Seahawks. The Seahawks always have their number. And now when you watch them smoke Seattle, and I know they still let up 29 points. But that's a big win for them. To get a monkey off their back, they go into the bye week, come out firing all cylinders, 47-9. The Dallas Cowboys are absolutely trash. They're so bad. I'm going to make a video about why they stink so bad. But really, they overpaid Dak, and they didn't have money to get a running back. Should have went and got Derrick Henry. That's what they should have done. They didn't. The Dallas Cowboys got to see firsthand on Jerry Jones's birthday the biggest beatdown of the season. Imagine paying all that money to go there to watch that. Seriously, think about that. All those Dallas Cowboy fans, Detroit's coming to town. It's going to be a good game. Game of the week. No. That was the biggest blowout this season, 47-9. Guys, the Lions have scored 42 plus points in the last 2 weeks, last two games. Then they got to play Minnesota. The only problem is no Hutchinson, and that injury is nasty. All right, let's go to the 4-2 Bears. I know, I can't even believe. Okay, Bears fans, can I just talk to you just for a second? Let me just tell you something here for a moment. This is what it feels like to win. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good, Bears fans? This is what it's like for us. We're always winning games. we're making playoffs. We do things like that. Like, this is what it feels like, Bears fans. I know it's so rare for you to know what, like, it's been so long since your team's been good. This is what it feels like to go be 4-2 walking into your bye week. I mean, you got to be happy with that, right? And Andy's been trying it from NFL Outdated. Follow him on Twitter, on YouTube, on TikTok. We've been talking. He's been telling me that the Bears defense is good. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll believe it when I see it. But everyone kept talking about how the Bears defense is good. And it is good. It is very good. But the offense was terrible. And now look at these last 3 weeks against the Rams, Carolina, and Jacksonville. Now, all these teams that they beat have only won one game this year. That's it. So yes, you're 4-2 and you can't plan the schedule, okay? You can't plan the schedule, but you're still 4-2 because winning matters. It doesn't matter who's in front of you. You just got to play them. You just got to play them, okay? So here we are. Here we are, the 4-2 Chicago Bears. And Caleb Williams last week, 4 touchdowns. Looked good. Looked really good against Jacksonville. Looked great as well against Carolina. I mean, 35, 36 points. That's still impressive. I don't care who you're playing against. That's a lot of points, everyone. That's a lot of points. But you lost to Indy. And you were close with Houston. So I'll give you some credit on that one. Tennessee, you should not have won that game. Will Levis lost you that game. Your defense came up huge. I'm impressed by the Bears. I'm just saying. Then you guys got to go play Washington and Arizona. You better win those games. I'm just saying. New England's not a chump team either. Then you play Green Bay. I'm Minnesota, Detroit, San Francisco, Minnesota. It's going to get rough in that second half. It's going to get real rough for you guys in that second half. My buddy is going to week 17 in the Seattle game. So cool. His church, he's a pastor. His church surprised him with a trip to Arizona and tickets to the Bears game in Seattle. How cool is that? I think that's super cool. Man, I don't know about you, but I think the Bears have been brutal. Billy says Cowboys' problem is Mike McCarthy. I think it's Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy. There's a lot of problems there. But we can talk about that another one. Washington will be the first test for the Bears. You're correct. The Bears haven't played anyone. The Bears still suck. And Arizona, they're going to have some tests after this bye week. I agree. That's awesome. Yeah, isn't that awesome that he got that free trip? Oh, what a blessing. What a blessing his church was. That is so cool. So the Bears, maybe the Bears are for real too. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. They got a week to rest, and then we're going to see. We're going to see. Okay, let's of course get to my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. Lost to Philly again. Should have won that game. Didn't. Okay, Jordan Love gets majorly injured. Supposed to miss. Could have missed the whole season. Dodged a bullet. Missed 3 weeks, I believe. Was it 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Well, it would have 3 full weeks because by the time they played, it was 3 weeks, not 3 games. Malik Willis beats Indy and his old team, the Tennessee Titans, who scored 30 points in that game. I thought Jordan Love was going to play. Jordan Love comes back. First game back from this significant injury. He's going to be playing hurt the whole time. Okay, he's playing hurt the whole time. Here he is. And I'm thinking, man, we should have won that game. We talked about that already, but we didn't. So Minnesota, congrats. And then we smoke the Rams because they don't have Puka and they don't have Cup, and we just perfect game plan. And then this week, Arizona. I mean, we destroyed Arizona. I was on a cruise this week and got back and then been busy. I didn't get to see the Arizona game till Monday morning, which was today. And man alive. There was no point in the game on them like they're coming back. Or, oh boy, we better do this. Like Jordan Love. So you say to Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love, I'm telling you guys, 4 touchdowns. I don't know what to say. This defense is good. Everyone's like, oh, this defense under Hafley's not as good, blah, blah, blah. It's good. It gets turnovers. And when you get turnovers, you win the game. So we play Houston this week. That's a massive battle. The 5-1 Houston Texans. Who wins this game, everyone? The 5-1 Houston Texans come into the Green Bay Packers. 4-2 Green Bay Packers. This is a great game. This is going to be interesting, and I hope that our Packers come out with a W. Because if they don't, well, I guess if they don't, you're going to say, well, Houston beat Chicago, so, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and the AFC, it's got to be the best teams right now are like, who are they, right? Like, if we go back to that, right? If we go back to the AFC and the best teams in that league are definitely, let's go here. Got to bring this down. So it could be the Bills 4-2, Chiefs 5-0, Ravens and Steelers are 4-2. I mean, what about these Texans, everyone? What about these Texans? Oops. These Texans 5-1. Are they for real? 143 points for their defense is not very good, everyone. The Ravens have 177 points. That's insane. That's insane. And the Ravens look good. But the Chiefs are only, I mean, look at the Chargers. They've only let up 66 points. That's insane either. Let's go to the NFC North for a second. Just check this out. The Vikings have led up only 76 points. That's crazy. Lions 91, Bears, look at that, Green Bay there, but the turnover battle is what matters. So, yeah, this is nuts. This is a nuts division. I'm loving every moment of it, and this is the game of the week, everyone. 4-1 Lions and 5-0 Vikings. If the Vikings beat the Lions, you got to just say the legit. You've got to, right? You've got to. Like, what else can you say? I think most people are going to pick the Lions. I really do. I really do. But we'll see. I mean, losing Hutchinson's massive. It's absolutely massive. Let's see. Honestly, a big break. Collins being hurt. Yeah. 76 points and 29 was from the Packers with a hurt Love. Good point, Billy. Absolutely great point. So, I know that most people are going to be cheering for the Lions to win this game. But, man, it's going to be game of the week. There's no game that's going to be better than this one. So, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, everyone, I'm glad you were here. I don't know how anyone's going to argue that the NFC North is the best division in football. I don't know how you can even argue it. But you can try in the comments. Go for it. But we're cheering for Packers this week. Probably cheering for Detroit because, I mean, if they beat them and we win, then we're all tied at 5-1. That would be cool. I would love a log jam like that. I would love 5-2. No, 5-1. No, 2 would be 5-1. We'd be 5-2. We'd be 5-2. That'd be awesome. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by. And Jason, last comment, NFC North Division is one of the toughest divisions. It is the toughest division in football, Jason. That's what this whole video is about. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, have a great day. Hit the like and subscribe, everyone. And of course, always, let me know. Let me know who do you think is going to beat who this week. Have a great day. And I should hit an outro. I need to make a new outro, but here's the old one from last year. That's super fun.